Hey guys, welcome back to another day where I'm gonna act like I know what the hell I'm doing. Mike from Lake Ontario Firewood again. Welcome back. I figured I'd do something just a little bit different today and show you the pond that I have back here on the kind of in the middle of the property. It's 37-acre piece of land. This pond covers about 3 acres of it. I had to come down today because yesterday we got about 4 inches of rain during all the thunderstorms. And when we get that much water that fast, it tends to fill the pond up faster than it'll drain itself out. And there's beavers down here that like to plug the drain culvert here. They like to come in from the backside now that I got a piece of steel over the front of it. And I'll show you what's going on here. Well, anyways, there's the drain. Nothing special. 36-inch piece culvert. There's a fresh snake shed right there. But it fills up with weeds and seaweed. You can see it. And it tends to make the pond really, really high. Down here, we'll take a walk down here. And you can see that when the pond gets this high, it starts to wash out. And it puddles up and it washes this laneway out. I got down here just in time today to where I don't have to worry about it a whole bunch. I'm just going to pull the drain off of the culvert, pull the grate off it, and we'll see what happens. But here's the pond. It's not much. It's not deep. I think it's 12 feet deep at the deepest point. Over here, there's a drain culvert. Not sure if you can see it, but right down there is a great big gray herring. He's down here all the time. Over here to the left in that little pile of trees right there is where the beavers live, and I have learned to hate the beavers. We'll come back over here and I'll show you the back side of the drain that they tend to plug up. I haven't looked at it yet today, so it may be plugged up. I brought the rake with me just in case I need to get down in there to clean it. And the winner is, it is not plugged. There's no branches coming out of it, so that means it's just the culvert that is plugged up right now. Forward. You can hear it washing through the other end already. That's working pretty good. Sorry for the noise. It is a little breezy down here today. But this here feeds Black Creek. Little pond down here is in the middle of a good sized set of hills. Yeah, got to come down here and thin some of these trees out. I want to open this up a little bit. Definitely need to trim some of these back, prune them up. Got one over here. I don't know what happened there. I don't know if a beaver got to it or lightning broke, but that'd be a good little chunk of firewood right there. I'm not good at identifying trees. It looks like an ash to me. I could be wrong. We got some pines down here. Looks like that might be a yellow birch, maybe. But anyways, this is the pond. One of these days I'll put the camera mount on my hat and I will take you for a ride around the pond. There's trails that go, here's a trail here, it goes out that way. It breaks off to about 3 different directions. Between Bill and I, there are probably 6 tree stands back there. There's a little creek on the other side back there that helps feed this. Otherwise, it's just runoff from the hills. This used to be a gravel pit. There was a gravel pit over here in the trees. They used to have stone over there, gravel, you know, what a pit would normally have. There's a small little wash pond right here on the other side of that bush where they used to wash the stone before they would load it up and get it out of here. But anyways, I'm gonna go back to babysitting this drain, probably put this culvert, put the cover back on the culvert, and we will, I'll catch you back up when we get, I'll catch back up to you when we get back up to the shop. I'm probably going to go out and play with that little kinetic a little bit today. Went to Harbor Freight and got a D-ring to mount to the front of it and a little piece of flat stock, so I can build some sort of a hook to hang it off of the back of the four-wheeler so I can make it just a little more portable. I think I'm going to leave it up where the wood pile, I think I'm going to leave it up where I stack the wood, right up there by the shop. It's just, at this point, it might be easier to leave it up there and just bring the rounds to me and stack them straight off of the splitter. If you guys think that's a good idea, let me know. Bad idea, let me know. I'm open for suggestions. Like I said, I'm pretty new at this. I'm sorry for the wind. It is quite breezy down here. But I will, we'll catch back up when I get up to the shop. Hey guys, I haven't left the pond yet. I wanted to show you something if I can get it on camera. Just in case any of you are wondering if there's any fish in here. We have sunfish, we have bass, we have obvious snakes you can see from the shed on the ground. There are some pretty big bass in here. I'm waiting for them to come a little bit closer to the camera. Guys, I don't know if you can see him down there, but there's a couple of them that come over here, and they come over all the time when I pull the grate. They come over and they spawn their eggs in here, so they float downstream. Kind of like salmon. We are in salmon country, but these are not salmon. Obviously, it's a freshwater pond. He's over there. He's just not coming very close. There's a few of them in there. Like I said, they always come over to this culvert when I pull the grate off it. We'll sit tight for a second, and I'll see if I can get them a little bit closer. Hey guys, we're back again. Couldn't talk the fish into coming out and saying hi. They a little shy apparently. We're back up to the shop. Had to restack a stack that the storms blew over last night. That 5 minutes. I noticed I got 6 bags missing out of the firewood stand up front, so I'm going to replace them. Figured I'd show you guys how I do it. May not be the right way to do it, but it's the poor man's way to do it. I've seen several guys using snowmobile sleds, 5-gallon buckets. I use a 5-gallon bucket, a little table I built. It's pretty straightforward. Grab gloves and I'll make a couple bags with you. Anyways, how was everybody's weekend? My birthday party cookout was Saturday. It was a lot of fun. There was a lot of alcohol consumed Saturday, a lot of food consumed. Had a lot of great people show up, a lot of really close, good friends. Had some music. Played a lot of cornhole. Cornhole's always big around here. They actually have tournaments at some of the local establishments close to me. I'm not good enough to get in a tournament. I'm good enough to play in the backyard. I build cornhole boards. Just another little side hobby I like to do. I've sold 8 sets in the last 6 months. Had people buying them over the winter. A lot of people buying them for Christmas gifts for their husbands or their kids. I had one gentleman, I built a set for him for his wife because she loves to throw cornhole. He's also a good friend of mine. Doesn't want to go in there. For the guys that do the bags, how many pieces do you put in your bags? Do you fill them until you can't fill them anymore? Or is there a certain number of pieces depending on the size? I know that does matter. I don't count pieces. I just like to fill the bags. That way people know they're getting a deal. Like I said, we sell wood by the 5-gallon bucket. I got a stand up front that's got a bunch of 5-gallon buckets screwed into it. I normally get $3 for a bucket or 4 for 10. They seem to sell pretty quick. Like I said, we do have a lot of campgrounds around here. A couple of the really big ones, a couple of really big ones within 15-20 miles from here. There's a racetrack 6 miles from here, right across the street from my my day job that I don't work during the summers. I get laid off. I guess you could say I'm an industrial mechanic. I'm the head pin setter mechanic at the big bowling alley here in Oswego. 24 lanes, all Brunswick GSX pin setters. Went to school 2 years ago in, I'm gonna butcher this, Muskegon, Michigan is where the Brunswick Training Center is. It's where their main office is. I spent a week out there with those guys. When I left, they sent me home with 2 bowling balls. I bought, or they give you 2 bowling balls. I brought home a Storm. Hell, I don't even know what it is. Then one of the Brunswick not urethane hammers, one of the NU hammers. Shortly after I got them home and drilled, I tore something in my shoulder. So the Storm has no games on it. The hammer has 3. I decided it was time to put them away at that point because I didn't want to tear anything up worse than it already was. But yeah, that's my day gig. I do this during the summer part-time. I throw cornhole boards together year-round. If somebody wants them, I'll build them. Wrap them, put wraps on them. I don't paint them. I do put wraps on them. They tend to last longer. And I'm not an artistic person at all. So a paintbrush in my hand is not good. Nothing good ever comes out of what I'm doing with a paintbrush. That includes painting inside the house. But anyways, this is how I make my bags. I know there's easier ways, there's faster ways. I prefer to do it this way mainly because it's cheap. I don't sell enough wood to justify a Wolf Ridge bagger. I would love one. They seem to be the best on the market. I do like the Wolf Ridge. The Easton Made's nice. There is another company here in New York. They are down near, oh, I forget. They're in the southern tier. They sell what's called the Woodpacker. You can stack them vertical like that, or they have the units and the bags where you can stack them in horizontally. If I do go to a pre-built bagger, unless I get a heck of a deal on a Wolf Ridge or another comparable manufacturer, I'm probably going to go with that Woodpacker. It's only $300, and I can drive down there and pick it up in 3 hours. So I would save $80 on shipping. And I'm not afraid of a road trip to pick up a piece of equipment. So, all right, that's going to do it for now. I'm going to not bore you guys anymore with any more bags. I'm going to make the next 4 or 5. I think I brought out 5 bags. I'm going to make those, get them up in the stand, and come back. I'm going to put some sort of a D-ring on the front of that kinetic to make it easier to transport out back. But again, like I said down at the pond, I don't know if I'm going to leave it out back. I take it out back. I might leave it up here. To me, it just seems easier to bring the rounds up here, split them, stack them. That way I'm not handling them one more time than I need to. But anyways, we'll catch you on the next one. I think I'm going to end this video now. And thanks for coming along. Thanks for checking out the pond. And when I get the mount out of the house to put the GoPro on my hat, I will hook the mics up to it, and I will take you around the pond, down a couple of little trails, and take a look at all the trees that are back there. Like I said, I do not know how to identify the species of a tree. I know the difference between a pine tree and a hardwood. I know what a cherry looks like, I know what an ash looks like, and I know what a beech looks like. We have a lot of white, or birch. We have a lot of white birch on this property. There's a few yellows. But, yeah. So that's it for this one. thanks guys, I appreciate it. Stay safe and look out for each other. It is still Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. It is just now June 10th. Birthday was yesterday, so yes, that makes today the 10th. I'm not going to do anything tomorrow as far as the wood yard. I have a medical procedure that is going to put me down for a day, day and a half. Tomorrow is going to be a recliner and television day and a YouTube day. So you guys keep posting your videos so I can sit in the house and watch them. I'm going to have a lot of free time in the next, well, starting this afternoon. Yeah, starting this afternoon. I'm not doing anything. I'm not allowed to eat anything for 24 hours starting 7 o'clock this morning. So I figure by about 4 o'clock this afternoon, I'm either going to try to sleep until tomorrow morning or I'm going to be miserable to whoever is around me. So I might just hide out in the house. But anyways, guys, thanks. We'll talk to you soon. Hey guys, we're back. Figured I'd set the splitter up, you know, like as Russ told me to do, put them up on some cinder blocks. Got a little bit of ambition after I sat down for a few minutes. Not feeling real hot today. Probably gonna feel even shittier tomorrow, but whatever. Figured I'd have a little splitting session with the Kinetic and bring you guys along for the ride. So enjoy. that's gonna wrap it up for right now. Like I said, I don't feel good. I'm sweating. It's not hot enough for me to be sweating. It's only about 68 today. Humidity's not bad, except unless you want to count what's coming out of the ground from all the rain yesterday. So that was a little quick session with the K22, the new edition. And again, Russ, thank you. It's gonna work good. I'm gonna put a little bit of an edge on this thing, probably after I'm done with this video here. So, all right, guys. So far, I've only run into one that I had to hit twice, and that was a little earlier. It was a big old knotty piece of cherry that had been sitting out back since spring, well, earlier spring. This thing's going to do exactly what I want it to. So, again, thank you to Russ. Thank you for all you guys that like and comment, and all my new subscribers. I've got a few of you, and I appreciate it, every one of you. Again, have fun, be safe, and we'll catch you on the next one.